Belted Galloway. The belted Galloway is a very distinctive breed with its characteristic white belt which encircles the body, the rest of the body being black or red in color. The distinctive white belt found in belted Galloways often varies somewhat in width and regularity but usually covers most of the body from the shoulder to the hooks. The white contrast to the black coat, which may have a brownish tinge in the summer, sets the breed apart with its striking color pattern. They are naturally polled hill cattle, are eminently suited for converting rough grazing into lean meat. Their double coat of long hair to shed the rain and soft undercoat eliminates the need for expensive housing. The cows are long-living, 17 to 20 years. Regular breeders noted for the amount of rich milk they produce, therefore rearing a good calf. They can be used to breed a good blue-gray by putting them to a white-bred shorthorn. It is claimed that the belted Galloways are larger, milk heavier, and grow more rapidly than the parental breed. The Beltie as a beef animal produces exceptionally lean and flavorful meat, with carcass dress weights well in excess of 50% of live weight. These calves, having hybrid vigor, grow rapidly and produce the quality of beef without excess fat, similar to purebred Belties. Their most important trait, the economical production of beef under range conditions, stems from the fact that Galloways have been bred from their origin for beef production. So what are belted Galloways used for? The docile nature of belted Galloways means that it's possible to use them for dairy purposes and the breed produces very rich milk. The belted Galloway is a traditional Scottish breed of beef cattle. Guinea fowl, often referred to as guineas, are game birds that are increasingly popular among keepers of small and backyard flocks. Guineas are vigorous, hardy, and largely disease-free birds. There are many reasons people raise guinea fowl. The birds sound an alarm whenever anything unusual occurs on the farm. While some people find this noise to be nuisance, others find it to be an effective tool for protecting the farm and make guinea fowl the farmyard watchdogs. The loud noise of the guineas has also been shown to discourage rodents from invading the area. Keeping guinea fowl is also an effective means of pest control. Flocks of guineas kill and eat mice and small rats. In addition, guinea fowl can be used to control insects. Wild guineas eat mainly insects, and domestic guineas can consume large amounts of insects without affecting garden vegetables or flowers. Guineas have been used to control wood ticks and insects such as grasshopper, flies, and crickets. Guineas can reduce keeper risk of Lyme disease by consuming deer ticks which carry the disease. Guinea fowl also eat slugs, and flags have been known to attack snakes. Guinea fowl can also be raised for meat and egg production. The meat of young guineas is tender and tastes like that of wild game. The meat is lean and rich in essential amino acids. Guinea eggs can be eaten just like chicken eggs and should be collected daily if not used for hatching purposes. During the laying season, it is common for guinea hen to produce an egg a day. There are three main varieties of guinea fowl raised in the United States: pearl, white, and lavender. The pearl variety is the most popular and typically the one that people recognize most readily. Feathers from the pearl variety are often used for ornamental purposes. The jack-o'-lantern mushroom should not be eaten because it's poisonous to humans. It contains toxic chemicals that can cause severe stomach upset, accompanied by vomiting, diarrhea, and headache. Often called the jack-o'-lantern mushroom, this species is fairly easy to identify. It grows in clusters on wood. Its colors are bright orange. Its gills run down the stern. It has a white to pale yellow spore print, and its flesh, when sliced open, is orange.
Entertainment experience. Now that's simple, easy, awesome.
Get an incredible offer on Xfinity Internet, TV, and voice for $89.99 a month for 2 years with a 2-year agreement. Now with DVR service included.
Deer almost disappeared from Virginia in the 1930s, but there may be more white-tailed deer in the state now than at any other time in history. Current population estimates suggest there are 850,000 to 1 million deer within the state, reflecting a dramatic increase in available habitat and a reduction in predation. At the start of 21st century, Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries Manager changed the state's management objectives for deer. For the last 3 centuries of wildlife management, the goal was to increase the herd. Wildlife officials are now trying to reduce deer populations in many counties and cities across Virginia. To reduce the impacts of overgrazing, limit the risk of disease, and reduce the number of deer-car collisions. Traditional Protect Bambi attitudes have changed in areas where excessive deer populations result in significant damage to shrub planted in suburban yards. Property owners have started to ask wildlife officials to treat the deer as a problem species and to thin the herds. In Loudoun County, Lyme disease associated with deer ticks became a political issue in the 2012 presidential election. In a non-traditional twist, political conservatives advocated for government actions to prevent a massive epidemic threatening Virginia. Sacred lotuses are an aquatic species of perennial plant, native mostly to tropical and warm temperate climate of Asia and north to northeastern Australia. And while they are similar appearance to water lilies, they are unrelated. The sacred lotus of the Hindus is an aquatic plant with white or delicate pink flowers. The lotus of eastern North America is similar plant with yellow blossoms. The sacred lotus is a symbol of spiritual purity and longevity. Its seeds can survive up to 1,300 years. Its petal and leaves repel grime and water, and its flower generate heat to attract pollinators. The lotus flower is regarded in many different cultures, especially in Eastern religions, as a symbol of purity, enlightenment, self-regeneration, and rebirth. Its characteristics are perfect analogy for the human condition. Even when its roots are in the dirtiest waters, the lotus produces the most beautiful flower. Sacred lotus will spice up your aquatic garden. Seed of sacred lotuses grow in a receptacle that is original to the center of the flower head. While the head turns downwards as the seeds mature, and seeds of Asian specimens have been known to be still usable centuries later, while one seed, estimated to be almost 1,300 years old at the time, was germinated in 1994. I saw this fella while driving around. The llama is a domesticated South American camelid, widely used as a meat and pack animal by Indian cultures since the pre-Columbian era. Llamas are very social animals and live with others as a herd. Their wool is very soft and lanolin-free. Llamas can learn simple tasks after a few repetitions.